the MySonet ecosystem, there's a very cool thing. It's an app. We've had apps before with Pfaff.
Right.
And what they have done is they've taken those apps and put them all into one app and called it the MySonet app.
Right. So should we talk about, like, there was the original Pfaff apps?
There were some, they had them all broken out. So they had the original design placement app, and they had the original So Monitor app.
So if you do have those, we're recommending that you go ahead and delete them and download the new MySonet app. It's purpley.
Yep, and everything will be in there instead of having all these, instead of having 4 individual apps, it's all going to be in one app.
All right, so we're going to break down and give you a little overview of the apps. And then in each of the following videos, we're going to go into each one and do kind of a small project or demonstration of what it will do.
Right. So the best part about is the monitor, where you can actually see what's going on with your machine when you're embroidering and go away.
Yes.
And it will tell you if you run out of bobbin or if your machine stops unexpectedly or you need to change threads or how much longer. You know, if you want to lay down and you're like, oh, I forgot my machine was running. I've still got 40 minutes. I can lay here and watch a show for a minute.
So any pop-up message on your machine is going to pop up on the phone. And we are realizing people do like walk around the house with their phones on them.
Right.
Or at least turn your volume on and it will ding.
If you've got a watch, it'll send it to your watch.
Oh, it is more popular these days. I have not done a watch.
Yeah.
I'm not a watch person.
It will vibrate and tell you need to change your thread.
That's probably actually kind of exciting.
It's pretty
nice.
nice.
Little
You
vibration.
Get more stuff done.
I love it.
Then another thing is design placement, which these 2 projects we use design placement for. So those of you with Creative Icon 1s did not have that hoop scan like a Creative Icon 2 does. Well, you sort of do, because in the app, you can just take a picture of your hoop and it scans the hoop. And then you can put that on the screen of your machine and then place your design in there right where you want it to go.
And then it's super easy because that's where it's going to stitch.
So
we are going to show you the step-by-step of how you take a picture and then send it to the machine.
Right. And then photo stitch. You can actually take a picture of something and do a 1 thread color embroidery design. Now that's the important part. It only does 1 thread color. So we actually took a project from the blog that was supposed to be a sewing project, and we took a picture and made it an embroidery project, and we're going to show you how we did that in steps.
So even if you don't have the pay-for version of the digitizing MySonet software, you do actually have it as part of the apps.
And we've actually, at the store, we've actually done photographs of people in the photo stitch.
Yes.
Now you do need to have good contrast because you are going to only have 1 color of thread, but it is possible to use it for a lot of different things.
So we want you to kind of play around with the photo stitch, and don't be discouraged the first time you stitch something out.
Right.
There is different settings that will make it look better. We're going to give you some tips and hints on that. And then there is
one more. If you have a paid MySonet software subscription, they have a QR code reader in the software or in the app.
So you have 4 little guys on your phone. I do not have it logged into my pay-for version, so it doesn't show up. So if you only have 3, that's okay.
Right.
But
so you can do embroidered QR codes for all kinds of different stuff.
So we will do a little video on this. And a quick reminder at this point is on the MySonet website, you can get a 30-day trial of the full software.
Then you can test out the QR code.
And yes, so if you kind of see some things that are of interest to you, you can kind of like prep your project. We got some project ideas for you. Prep your project. Go for the 30 days. Do like all your digitizing. Save everything you can. So there is a way to kind of do it free for a limited time.
See what you think.
Yes, and then that way, if you find yourself really enjoying it, now you know some of the parts of the software that will be available to you. So that will be shown if you sign up for that 30-day trial of the software. So just remember, you do have to have your login and password.
Which we've talked about.
On the phone.
Making sure that you do, and it's the same one on the computer, same one on your machine, same one on your phone.
Or if you're using a tablet, you know.
And you can use the app on the tablets.
Oh, right. Yes. So even though we're holding phones, if you feel more comfortable with
an iPad or whatever,
that works as well. Yeah. Good. So there's actually quite a bit of apps. Here's the nice thing about...
And they're free.
Yeah, they are. You know, I love free stuff. So that was why we really wanted to make a big deal about it. Do you know there's other machine companies that don't even touch the level of Wi-Fi capabilities or apps that have been included with these machines since the day they were born?
Right, which the original Creative Icon came out in 2017.
There you go. So, and we know that there are some machines coming that will have Wi-Fi capabilities. So we will see all this information, and maybe some new features.
And not just top of the line machines.
That's
We're starting to get down into mid-range and entry-level machines that they're in the process of producing.
Are we supposed to say anything about that? It's coming. I mean,
it's inevitable.
We have so many smart things in our home right now. I mean, like, what else do you have at home that is a smart?
Your washing machine, your thermostat.
Do you have a washing machine?
No, but my sister has her dryer, and it sends her messages all the time about your dryer's about to finish.
How many times do we forget what's in our dryer?
Or you finish and then it leaves it in there and gets all wrinkly, and then you got to dry it again.
We have another house at the lake, which right now is reading super hot because it's in the middle of summer. But we can turn the air conditioner on our way to
so that it's ready.
And then it cools it off, or vice versa in the wintertime. You can raise the heat up. So that is, I think you're going to see this more than just your soy machines.
Right.
All right. So make sure your apps are down, or your app, it's not, it's one app now.
Just one app.
Downloaded so you can follow along in the next couple lessons.